guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and LR Tapion and LR Minotia are here. Was a pretty brutal start to the banner, but you know, the very end ended up being very, very lucky. Lucky enough that the banner itself actually ended up being better for me than many recent LR banners have been, or many in my past, right? LR Physical Bardock, LR Physical Cell, LR Physical Gogeta, LR Physical Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta, all of those were way worse than what Tapion and Minotia ended up being. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at our boys here, Tapion and Minotia, at 55% in the dupe system, like always. See how good they're going to be. I really do think this is probably a good unit for free-to-play players to skip. I just don't really see a lot of value if you're a free-to-play player in getting this character. I think it's a very similar sort of argument with Videl, right? Where the thing with Videl is like, it's like, how many good teams, how often are you really going to be using her, right? And I do kind of think a similar thing with Tapion and Minotia here, where they could be very good. I mean, I don't know, maybe if like LR, Gohan, and Goten are like your favorite character in the game or something like that, like this unit definitely could be handy on the sibling bond team. But like, I don't know, man. I just, let's test them out a little bit. But it's just one of those things where if you're rocking this unit, I think, on rotation with, like, the AGL EZA Tapion, you're good to go. You're golden. You cannot be touched. But I'm thinking that, you know, just this LR at 55%, you know, barely on teams, they're just not going to be the craziest. We can take a look at their category real quick. Here, so we got them up to LR, right? Pretty easy to get them to LR. Just all of the medals to awaken them to LR. Like, if you're a global player, all these medals we just used are already literally all on global. They've all been out since 2017, right? Not exactly newer medals or anything like that. All right, so again, let's take a look at Tapion's category real quick, and then we will continue on. Okay, so Warriors of Legend, let's see. So we have Dragon Ball Seeker, Space Traveling Warrior. That's Warriors of Legend right there. Okay. So this is Tapion's category. Pretty bad. That's pretty, like when I'm, it's always like I could kind of look at it on like these papers and stuff like that, but when I can actually look at the category on my own account, that's where I can really make this is bad. This is just not good, flat out. Dragon Ball Z Bardock could get a Dokkan Fest. I think Bojack, we need a better version of this just full power Bojack standalone. Kid Buu obviously is in line for a powerful LR. Jeez, dude. But like, a lot of easy A's. Like maybe the Great Ape, like, you know, Great Ape Shugesh and all these characters could get easy A's. Demon King Piccolo could definitely get a Dokkan Fest, but I don't see a lot of future potential here. This is a category that, like, if you're mixing it with another category can be okay, but, like, Tapion and Minotia support this category. Who cares? All right? Like, sure. I don't know. So, let's go ahead and hop in again. One of the major weaknesses about this unit, as I already mentioned, very similar to Videl, is their lack of category teams, dude. It's rough. Like, just 4? For like a new unit that they want you to, like, this is a 12 featured unit LR banner like normal. They want you to summon for this? No, dude, no. Not with Golden Week coming. But honestly, by the time this video goes live, we might already know what Golden Week is. So, you know, let me level them up and we'll start testing them out. All right, guys, so we are here in an event. We'll start out on Movie Heroes. Again, they've only got the 4 teams. I mean, there is a lot to talk about with this unit, right? Like, they do give themselves 4 key at the start of turn, right, from their passive, because they're giving Warriors of Legend as the category. That's what the Dokkan Wiki translation is, which is fine, I guess. You know, category allies key 2 and 20% attack and defense. Then sibling bond category key 2 and 20% attack and defense. Obviously, it's just one of those abilities that would, like, stack up like that. So they're giving themselves 4 key and 40% attack and defense, along with the 130% attack and defense they get at the start of turn. They have a 30% chance of doing an additional super when they're in their Ultra Super. Now, I guess one thing that is intriguing to me is they get 13% damage reduction with every super attack they do. I mean, here we are. This is them 55% with 162k defense. With Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, all we have is Legendary Power. right? Like, that's the only link we're going to get there. And then Fierce Battle. Those are 2 attack links. So keep in mind, they've got links like Hero, which at link level 10 is 25% defense, right? That Hero is the first one. Then you have Brainiacs, their 3rd link, which gives 15% attack and defense. Then the 4th link, Cold Judgment, 25% defense. And it's like, you quickly can see how this unit and AGL Tapion is legitimately a formidable rotation. Like you actually can, like, you know, I'm sure, like, you know, the numbers guys will be like, oh, blah, 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 or whatever. But, like, offensively and defensively, like, you're going to do very capable damage while taking nothing in return, right? Now, we're getting a huge amount of defensive support and key support on this rotation right here from Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, which is going to be enough to get us an 18 key super attack. We're linked up with AGL Gogeta, so we only have Fierce Battle active right here. I could have put him in the middle. We would have gotten Legendary Power as well, but whatever, it's fine. So 55%, 2.31. The animations look really good. Like, they're real, like, this character has good animations. Like, it just shows you, like, how impressive things are going to eventually be in this game. Okay, so they did that 2 million. They had a 30% chance to do an additional because we got to 18 key. They lower attack on 12 key. They greatly raise attack on 18 key. I mean, I'm okay, I guess, with the numbers that we saw right there. Like, it wasn't anything groundbreaking, but they are supporting the rotate. Like, the only thing I think, if their support type buff, I kind of wish it was just to all allies. Like, I know, like 4 key and 40% attack and defense would have been obscene. But, like, could you imagine how much more, like, this unit would be, like, in the Videl class of just, like, whoa, if that was their ability, right? Just 4 key and 40% attack and defense to all allies. Could you imagine how good they would be? Like, that is honestly what they should have done. All right, so here we are with Tech Tapion. Now, obviously, with Tech Tapion, we're going to get a lot of links active. We have everything active. Tech Tapion doesn't have Cold Judgment, huh? Interesting. So Tech Tapion doesn't have Cold Judgment or Legendary Power. But, you know, what is our defense here? Wow, it's higher. No support on rotation. They're at 178k defense. That's impressive, honestly. Because remember, some of these links, dude, like Hero right here is going to get a lot more defensive as that goes up, right? Brainiacs right here, we're going to get a lot more defense as that levels up as well. I mean, and then plus they're just raw stats from adding in orbs to rainbow them. And not bad. Honestly, I would have to say I'm fairly impressed so far. Key has not really been an issue thus far, but we did have Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, which gave key support. Tech Tapion, of course, is a rainbow orb changer, right? One of the things about movie heroes is, like, every team in the game basically, like, struggles. Like there's not, like, a lot of, like, rainbow orb changers. And then movie heroes just has, like, 10. Like, they have, like, Tech God Goku, Tech Tapion, Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, the STR EZA Goten. They just have 60 rainbow orb changers. It's so weird. Okay. Looks like I'm not going to be able to avoid supering. Next turn, we're going to have no support again, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Yeah, this is fine. I guess well, I'm gonna use a defensive item right here just to make sure. I don't want to go ahead and go into the next rotation and transform into Hirudegarn. I'm not really interested in that. I think that's really this LR. Again, it's tough for me to recommend this to free-to-play players because it's like, here's the thing about summoning for Broly. Like, Int Broly is the boss fight we're doing right now. You summon for Int Broly, and guess what? There's a million units you guys have already got that are going to work well alongside them, right? Like, you know, prepared for battle Super Saiyan characters are not exactly hard to find. So have infinite amounts of characters that can work well alongside them. I mean, Tapion and Minotia here, you know, their link set is very similar to Pikkon, Nail, right? Like these types of characters. If only, the thing that sucks is that Nail, Nail has several links with them. Like if we could get Nail on rotation with them, that would be fairly good. It's a shame that Nail I mean, obviously Nail's not on... Nail maybe could have been on Sibling Bond. You know, I don't know. All the Namekians seem like they kind of have a bond, right? Maybe? Sorta? Kinda? I don't know. They seem good. Like, they're good. Right? Like, if someone just says they're bad, no. I would say that's not correct. But, I mean, there's holes. And the unit is not perfect in any way. They're very specific. For someone like me who has every unit in the game rainbowed, yeah, they're great. They're fine, right? I could run them with it. Like, look at this rotation right here. Like, both of the, like, so, like, what you do is you run AGL Tapion 173k defense with his 50%. He's untouchable. AGL Tapion is actually untouchable. He was untouchable when I took him into the God event without LR Tapion. Now, he is like, he's unbeatable. AGL Tapion is. And then, like, so now you put him in slot 1, then STR Tapion, remember when they super attack, they're getting, their defense is going to be way higher because they're 55%. They're going to be like 240k defense or something like that. And then they're building up damage reduction with every super attack, and they have built-in additional as long as you have enough key. Like, you can see how the setup is crazy, but like, this is the setup, the two Tapions together, right? Now, the good news is you can do that on Movie Hero, Sibling Bond, Warrior of Legend, you know, 3 of their 4 teams. The 4th one, Joint Forces, is still odd. I mean, it's getting there. It's definitely getting better. You know, we are constantly getting Joint Forces units, so there's going to be several different team builds you can build over on Joint Forces, but I don't know. Here, let's go ahead and pop their active skill right here. The OST is great. Honestly, this might be the single best animation in the game. Like, I think this is on, like, this looks so good. Alright, so LR Tapion, right, has one of the strongest active skills in the game now for several reasons. Number one, the active skill condition, I think, is pretty good. Turn 4, good. And then you just have to have one more Warriors of Legend and Sibling Bond category ally on the team. Okay, so it does have to be a character that's from both. So, I mean, they are basically saying, like, yeah, like, they want you to have AGL Tapion. But again, that's the thing, like, I think I should test this out. Like, can this be used if you have, like, okay, so we're running a team and we have one character that's on the Warriors of Legend category and one that's only on Sibling Bond. Like, do we need another character that has to be on both categories? I should test that out to see if it's just another, like, you just need both of the other categories represented, or it has to be another character that's specifically on both. I guess that would dramatically decrease the value of the condition, right? Because a character that's on both Warriors of Legend and Sibling Bond. Immediately after this, I want to take a look at the full list of characters. Is that only the Tapion characters? Are they saying you basically have to have another Tapion on the team to use it? We're going to double check that in 1 second. So the actual effect is Insanity. It removes all allies' status effects. For the most part, that's probably not that big of a deal. I guess, actually, you know where that would be really good? Is against Belmoth or Vermoth or Belmod, the clown god of destruction, who's the strongest boss in the game by far, because he double supers, he randomly seals you, he locks your rotations. If you go against the clown god of destruction and he pulls that bullshit, you could just remove it with their active skill. That's fairly good, actually. Even though he has type advantage over them, at this LR rainbowed near level 10 links, they should be fine even against him, I think. Provided that they are linked up with, like, Harudagar and Tapion. And then they give 3 key and 20% attack and defense for 2 turns. It is just an absolutely, like, groundbreakingly strong ability. It is so good. Like, seriously, it is a hell of an ability. Alright, so we are going to be able to get the 18 key super attack, of course, right here. So we're going to get a lot of key. I think I'm going to go ahead and use a shoe just to bump them up to 24 key. I'm already using the active skill anyway. I believe they did get an attack buff from Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 last turn. So they're getting the buff from their own active skill, LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. We're also going to see what AGL Hirudegarn is able to do right here. Hopefully he doesn't double super. Damn, 4 mil. See, like, he's doing that damage. Like, Link, when he's got his Links active, he is a beast. And he can't take damage. Like, this is a legitimate rotation. Like no effing around. This is really powerful. Let's see what they do. They'll probably be 3.5, 3.8. Oh, no, 4 mil. Wow. Okay. I mean, and we could have been even hot. Obviously, if I had, like, movie hero support Gohan in the last slot instead of, like, the Tech Tapion, who's giving almost nothing. Okay, there we go. They double supered right there. Remember, they are 55%, so that's their passive double super attack. I don't have any equips on them. They don't have any additional at all. So that was their hit. That was their passive additional right there. And they would have had 26% damage reduction with over 200k defense and 55%. Very impressive. Impressive. No doubt about that. What is that? Experienced fighters? Okay, so sure. Okay. They definitely look good. Like so far, do they look good or bad? They look good. Really good. All right, so here is what we're rocking in terms of a category character that is on both Warriors of Legend and Sibling Bond. So it really only is Minotia and Tapion. So in order to use their active skill, you do have to use one of these characters besides the LR, and you're going to have to be using, honestly, physical Tapion is not relevant in any way. Tech Tapion is okay, right? He needs an easy A bad. And then, of course, obviously, the AGL Hirudegarn Tapion. This guy's a monster. He was really good. Now he's great with LR Tapion around. Like, again, these two are nasty together. But their active skill condition does need one of these other characters. I mean, that is unfortunate, for sure. Like, a character that's on one of these two has to be there. Oh, boy. But, like, turn 4 is not bad. It's just, like, if you're using this LR Tapion, you probably do want to be running Hirudegarn as well. The only thing is, like, in the future, it'll be better. When Tech Tapion has an easy A, he is going to be an outstanding character you would want to run on all these teams, right? Movie hero, revived warrior, time traveler, because he's a Rainbow Orb Changer. He'll be good offensively, defensively, Rainbow Orb Changer, he'll be great. And you could run him as a floater. Then, if we then could run this unit as a floater, unlike Sibling Bond, but we were able to utilize their active skill as well, they would be fantastic. But as it stands right now, the active skill does seem like it's not something you're going to be able to bust out unless you're planning on, like, running them on rotation with AGL Hirudegarn Tapion. So, I mean, I guess that's one thing to consider. Okay, let's go ahead and hop into another team, though. All right, so now we're on their team, the Warrior of Legend slash Sibling Bond team right here. I'm building them up with supports and stuff like that. Again, I'm sort of just trying to base this around running the Tapions together. I mean, Great Saiyaman, Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman's Awakening is going to be fantastic here. Again, because I think LR Tapion, Ki is going to be a weakness for them for sure. Like, let's take a look at this. So this is just turn 1, 55%. We're up here with AGL Tapion. And yeah, Ki for the most part is going to be, like, we got very lucky that we got all of that right there, right? If we didn't get super lucky, we wouldn't have been able to have that. This is a good rotation because there's no support right here as well. They're at 200k. I believe the friend, by the way, is a little bit link leveled and some equips. So it's good. We'll be able to sort of compare them to mine. Yeah, and they have, on this rotation, they have everything active except for legendary power. Again, they're going to work fairly well with Pycon, Nail characters. That's why it's a shame that, like, Tapion is not on Tapion would work so fucking good on Worthy Rival. But I mean, it makes sense why he's not. Like, I'm not saying he should be on there. I'm just saying he would work great. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, that still counts as like LR Tapion and them. We're making sure, like, remember, they're buff. Like, AGL Tapion is getting significant nasty buffs from this LR, right? All right, so we have almost nothing active in terms of key links right here. We're going to get full 24 key. There's a ton of support. What are we at right here? 178k defense. Their only link active is Fierce Battle. Obviously, Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, providing a lot of key, providing a lot of stats. Let's see what they do right here. 3 mil. with almost no links active, no equips, level 1 links, and no links active, like, they're good. And they're supporting the whole, like, you know, Kid Buu is on Warriors of Legend, Gohan is on Siblings Bond, like, all these characters are getting supported. Like, it's difficult for me, like, I can't just be like, yeah, you know, they're okay, they're mid. They're actually pretty crazy. I think this LR is pretty insane. It's just, it's very specific setups. I think we'll probably do one more run. By the way, they're going to work good with Gohan, too, by the way, because they have Brainiacs, Cold Judgment, and what is the last one? Fierce Battle. So again, Brainiacs and Cold Judgment's going to get them a lot of defense. With AGL Tapion, they have Hero Experience Fighters, Brainiacs, Solid Support, and Fierce Battle. It's such a shame AGL Tapion does not have Cold Judgment, dude. That is a real buzzkill. All right, so we're only going to get their 12-key super attack right here. I guess let's see what damage they'll do. Again, there's some good ways we can make this happen. Again, running AGL, Tapion, and Ultimate Gohan together is good. Oh, one thing to remember is that because this LR is Tapion and Minotia, right? This is from before Tapion is sealed away in the box or whatever, and, you know, revived during the movie. So they're not on Revived Warriors like the other Tapions are on, because that's what works well. Like, AGL, Tapion, and Ultimate Gohan are good together in, like, Revived Warrior, but we're not going to be able to do that here. All right, so this is going to be interesting. Oh my God. Okay. All right, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to use, okay, both LR Tapion's active skills are going to be active right here on the next turn. Because remember, this gives 3 key, 20% attack and defense for 2 turns. Then we're going to pop it on the next turn. So both of their active skills are going to be active on the next turn. This team, with this LR running around, could be good. Because here's the thing. On this team, we don't need to bring another Tapion besides the leader, the Tapion and Minotia. So on this team, you could run them purely as float. That could be a strat. Running this team, the only thing is, I bet they're going to be impossible to find on the friends list. But running them as floaters, and then you're getting the active skill buff is going to be actually pretty insane, I'm thinking. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this right here. So that's going to give us a very delicious... I'm going to attack Goten. That's going to give us more buffs. We're able to get more buffs for Tapion and Minotia. Let's go ahead and do that. So they're at full 24 key, 256k defense. They have physical Kid Buu here. They have experienced fighters, Cold Judgment, and Fierce Battle active. This is going to be a pretty good turn. After this, I just want to see like 1 or 2 rotations where I just kind of throw them on a random team without a ton of support and stuff like that. And then I also we'll test them out in a Super Battle Road stage. People request always that I do that in 55% videos. Let's see what they do right here. 4 mil. Okay. Now this next turn is going to be insanity, by the way. This next turn, the LR Tapion is going to do... They're going to do so much freaking damage. Because they're going to be paired up with AGL Tapion, and we have Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman on rotation. 2 of these active skill buffs. Like, the fact that it's a 2-turn buff is, like, very obscene. Like, that's ridiculously powerful. So again, now the active skill is stacking. We have 2 active. That's so nasty, dude. Oh my God. That's good. I like this unit a lot. I do. This is not exactly the epitome of hype. You know, this is not like Legends right now has LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? It's not exactly that, but this character is quite good. Oh my God, dude. I don't know if an enemy in the game could hurt AGL Tapion. I don't know. I think Tapion might actually be immune to damage completely as it stands right now. I don't know that he could take any damage whatsoever. He's at almost 300k defense. And then the LR, this is 55% LR with the double active skill. Let's go ahead and test this out. So, I mean, yeah, there's some fun. Oh, 4.5, huh? Remember that Tapion could get an extra attack buff if our health was low, too, by the way. So he could be, like, probably 6 million or something like that. And LR Tapion, 4.74. Remember, we could have gotten that a little bit higher. Like, if that was Kid Buu on rotation rather than Great Saiyaman. Oh. But still, they're pretty good. This is double digits. Like, easy double digits. There's nothing Goten and Trunks could do. Easy double digits. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. I mean, a 2-turn, 3 key, and 20% attack and defensive buff is... man, I'm actually fairly... This is 55%. I'm pretty impressed. Like, honestly, I'm fairly impressed. I really am. I guess if I have Gohan attack, I probably wouldn't nah, I think I would finish them. I'm just going to have them attack. We're going to lose out on, what is that, Brainiacs? In the middle, 214k. Remember, again, we are still getting one of the support type buffs are active right here. Here, we'll be able to get Pikkon a support type buff. So we're going to get the 18 key super attack. We're going to get extra defense. Yeah, I mean... A lot of these wonky units are really starting to work well together. Pikkon works well with these Tapion units. Ultimate Gohan is working well with them. Like, I love this. I love this. All these wonky characters are actually working very well together. Okay. All right, not bad, not bad. Again, let's, you know, they've looked so good, drenched in support and stuff like that. Let me just sort of randomly bring them on like a movie hero team or something like that, or like a sibling bond team, and let's see how they look. I mean, well, yeah, let's take a look at that just real fast. All right, so now we're on movie hero again. I brought a team specifically with no support. I mean, Pikkon does support, but we're not going to use him in that role right here. I just brought Pikkon because he does link rather well with them. So even though I'm running no supports, no Rainbow Orb changing, no key support, no Tapion, nothing like that, just them themselves, I want to see how they'll fare, you know, just without any of the units. So, I mean, we are at 164k defense right there. Key is definitely going to be an issue, because even with a heavy stroke of luck right here, we're still not going to be able to do that, yeah. I'll do this. That's no support type ability, which is what I want right here. All right, so let's see. Again, we missed our 18 key. You can't get the additional unless you get the 18 key. Key is definitely going to be an issue for them. I really think so. You know, it's cute that they give themselves their key like that, you know, the 4 key and stuff, but I don't know. Vegeta did lower our defense. We do want to remember that our defense will be artificially lowered on the next turn. That's where them using the active skill could remove that. But again, if without another Tapion on the team, we're not going to be able to utilize the active skill, right? I mean, I would say all things considered, I do think they're pretty good. But again, they're requiring very specific setups that I just am not really thinking we're going to see it. Like, it's just, I feel like it's not too likely for free-to-play players to be rocking, like you know, AGL, Tapion. Like, because what I've noticed is that a lot of free-to-play players, seems like they're not, like AGL Tapion is exactly the type of unit they would not have really put orbs into, or they wouldn't have, you know, gotten him the SA-10 and stuff like that. But, like, if you're going to rock this LR Tapion and Minotia, it's like you kind of do also want to be rocking AGL Tapion. Like, or else there's almost no point. Like, you know, you could use Tapion and Minotia as just sort of a floating support type unit on Sibling Bond. That definitely would work. I mean, as far as, like, a support type unit goes, there's not, like, I don't know if there's a better defensive support type unit in the game than Tapion and Minotia, right? Like, they definitely could have value doing that, but you're gonna have to be careful at least a little bit. Again, look, where there is no, we're not getting the 18 key super attack without support with them. And, like, no Tapion around. This is where Tech Tapion would come in very handy as a Rainbow Orb changer. Okay. Remember, their defense is artificially lowered. I looked at their 82k defense. I was like, what? But remember, it's artificially lowered by Vegeta. All right, so, I mean, they're not really looking that impressive to me once we remove a bunch of the support and, like, another Tapion and stuff like that. They don't need support if you are running another Tapion. But if you're not running another Tapion, they're a unit that's going to really need support. Because, again, their additional only comes in when you get the 18 key super attack. They are always going to be good defensively. They do lower attack on 12 key as well, which is useful, but I don't know. They're good, but again, very specific setups. Because, like, the thing about Videl is that Videl doesn't have a lot of teams and stuff like that, but she's so overpowered. She needs, like, no help. Like, she's just, like, she is, like almost like what people thought Jiren was. Videl is actually, I don't know, like, you just put Videl out, like, you put 2 Videls on rotation without linking with each other or anything, no links, and they're, like, the hardest hitting units in the game. Not actually, but you get what I'm saying. Tapion and Minotia are not quite on that level. I think their support type buff should have been for free. It should have been 4 key, 40% attack and defense to all allies. That would be so obscene, but I mean, they're still restricted to only 4 category teams. I think that's the way this Tapion and Minotia unit should have been built. They would have been a must run in that situation on every single team build. But imagine how crazy they would have been on joint forces. Like, they would have molded that team together. That's the way this unit should have been, especially since they are not a hype character. They're very similar to Pycon in that they're not a hype character. They can do a lot, but I think they should have been even better because they're not a hype character, right? All right, let's do a quick run in Super Battle Road, see how well they work there, and then we will finish up. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and hop into Super Class Extreme Super Battle Road along with LR, Tapion, and Minotia. I'm going to just bring their team in here. I think this is going to be a really good setup, actually, just like sort of utilizing them to potentially take this stage down. Again, I think this is going to work really well. I think this unit, again, you have to be running like a specific setup, you know, with like another Tapion and stuff like that. But I think even at 55% in like a stage as difficult as this, I think we're going to be okay here. Honestly, I do. Here, let's hit Tagoma. Tagoma potentially could do a little bit of damage to AGL Tapion right there. We're also going to lower attack. Let's just hit let's hit Frieza. Just to lower Frieza, of course, is definitely a threat. We'll just sort of lower the amount of damage and stuff like that he'll take. On this, like, rotation here, remember, we're getting Cold Judgment with Ultimate Gohan. You know, we're going to be, I think, fairly well, like, defensively. This is going to work. Like, I think this could be a pretty casual no-item run in what is easily one of the strongest stages in the game. I mean, sure, am I running LR Evolution? Oh, I'm glad I lowered his attack. But sure, am I running LR Evolution Blue Vegeta? Yes. You know, am I running, like, ridiculously powerful other options? Sure, but, you know, I'm trying to show what this unit is capable of in Extreme Super Battle Road at 55%, and I think it's going to be pretty good. Like, from what I'm seeing, even at 55%, again, provided you're in the correct setup, this unit is ultra powerful. It does seem like you're going to be able to get it working well. Vegeta is far and away strong enough to just put in slot 1 like this. So let's go ahead and just eliminate Tagoma. So Tagoma's dead instantly. All right, I really have to be careful here. I'm going to debuff Frieza again. It would just not be wise to even play around with Frieza. And I'll just go ahead and seal Sorbet so he doesn't... What is our defense right here? 164k. The friend is also 55%, by the way. I made sure to do that so we could see. Oh, and the friend one is almost exactly like mine. Pycon is going to support... You know, it's like you look... Here's the thing. Their category, Timeless, or Warriors of Legend, Timeless Legend, whatever, it's not the craziest ever, right? Certainly not. But when combined with Sibling Bond, you know, we have the second best unit in the game, Evolution Blue Vegeta, is on Sibling Bond. Look at Vegeta. You think Vegeta's struggling in here? What do you think? You think double digits from every single attack in Extreme Super Battle Road is bad? No, he's dominating, right? Tapion is supporting the second best unit in the game. Tapion is supporting Pycon. This team itself is good. I'm having fun with this team. Warriors of Legend and Sibling Bond. I'm enjoying this quite a bit. And again, I'm pretty sure this, like, we could easily make this a very casual no-item run. I'm pretty certain. Okay, we need to... This is pretty bad, though, because 17 is going to get hit hard. We're going to... I guess I could do this. Let's hit Shisame, and maybe we could finish him off. If we could finish Shisame off, we're definitely okay. But, I mean, already, I'm pretty content. It just seems like... Again, the two... Look at this. 500 damage he took on a super attack in Extreme Super Battle Road. Like, the Tapions together are very ultra powerful, man. Yeah, Shisame's dead. He's out of here. Goodbye. Later, bitch. This is 55%, by the way. Again, this is not Rainbow level 10 links. Oh, he didn't kill him. Nah, that's bad. 17 could get us killed right here. Again, because 17 is good, but he is not perfect in every way. So, you know, if Shisame supers, even with all the attack debuffs we've put on him, we... Oh, okay, he crit. Thank goodness. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, let's go ahead and get some link action going. Oh, I love this. Just you start playing that flute and it's GG, brother. This team, though, I enjoy this team. Dude, I'm gonna, man, dude, they have to do something about the friend list. They have to. The friend list has got to be updated, bro, for real, because we have a situation here. This is an AoE, by the way, so this is really good. And Vegeta, not only is he doing the AoE, but he's getting the support type buff from Tapion and Minotia. We really need, like, a friend list update. Because, like, Videl is awesome, and her team is awesome. Tapion and Minotia are awesome, and their team is awesome. But, like, we need... You can't... These teams are going to be impossible to run. Like, I wanted to leave Videl as my leader, but now, like, I kind of want... I'm going to put Tapion and Minotia as my leader. I'm liking this team. Vegeta is looking good. Again, Vegeta, I'm going to tell you guys right now, too. People were so mad at me because whenever I cover Vegeta, I always say, like, Vegeta's super good, but Goku is better. That's true. Goku is better than him. But I think Vegeta's better than everything else in the game. Like, Vegeta is underrated for sure, right? Like, I stream and people are like, I like Vegeta, but I think SDR Vegito and them are on the same... No. Vegeta, I think Vegeta shits on Turles, shits on Jiren. He's too good all over the place. Vegeta is, honestly, I think. I'm going to put Tapion in slot 1 right here, just to sort of test them out, right? The video's about them. If I put Vegeta in slot 1, he's going to take 0 damage all the way through. We know that. Duh. Right, we got that. See how Tapion is doing right here. Okay. They're both debuffed, but, I mean, that's part of the team. Again, I'm going to probably go ahead and finish up right here, but I feel like I'm establishing that this would be, like, casually, I would no item run this stage. This is extreme class, or excuse me, this is super class extreme super battle road. This is actually one of the hardest stages in the game. Like, this is tough. Like, you know, this took a, well, actually, I think this only did take me like 3 tries to no item because of how ridiculous Boo Saga is. But the point is, I'm walking in here with this LR at 55%, and like, we're actually just butt fucking this stage. Like, it can do nothing to us. The only thing I want to make sure to do right here is set up Pycon so he can get his support ability. Let's lower Kabe's attack, so that Tapion doesn't take too much damage. Let's lower Frost's attack, so that they don't take too much damage. No, we'll do this. Yeah, we'll do that right there. We're going to lower Frost's attack. And then I'm going to go ahead and seal Botamo. And then we're going to get the support type buff. This is working really well, man. This is pretty good. Let me know what you guys think of Tapion. I like him quite a bit. Again, it's a very specific setup. You got to run him with another Tapion, but he's good. I'm impressed. LR Tapion, man. He's definitely able to hold it down. He makes AGL... He brings AGL Tapion's full power out. All those criticisms I had of AGL Tapion, I'm sorry, I feel like I was right on the money. You want to know why I say that? Because Dokkan dropped a summonable LR that fixes all the problems I mentioned immediately after I mentioned them. So Dokkan was thinking the same things I was, very clearly. So, not bad. Yeah, okay, and this is a rotation. 17 would now be golden right here, by the way, because of the fact that we're under the HP threshold, so he's got his damage reduction. Look at the defense of the rotation. Vegeta's untouchable. Tapion and Minotia are untouchable. Pretty good. Tapion and Minotia, man. Again, I'm going to finish here, but, like, we could keep going. Like, we're not going to take damage on this turn. All these dudes, like, we're debuffing all of their attacks and stuff like that, so it's just, like, we're just going to destroy Ultimate Gohan. Like, I could save all these Tech Orbs for Ultimate Gohan to heal us. Like, the team is good. Sibling Bonds / Warriors of Legend. Like, a lot of these categories, Rapid Growth, Warrior of Legend, Signature Pose, or Special Pose, you know, like, they're not meant to be run by themselves. They're complementary categories to run with another category. Warriors of Legend is not that impressive, but you add a bunch of pieces from Warriors of Legend into Siblings Bond, and that team becomes crazy, right? So pretty good, I would say, from LR, Tapion, and Minotia. All right, so this is True Heroes, Tapion, and Minotia. Their leader skill is Warriors of Legend and Siblings Bond, category key 3 and 150% stats. So, again, I've just sucked off that team relentlessly. I think it's pretty good. That's one of the stronger aspects of this character. This team is going to be crazy with 2 of this LR on there. That's going to be really good. Their 12-key super attack is the Brave Sword attack, which does colossal damage and lowers enemy attack and defense. Their 18-key super attack is the Brave Heat Flash, which greatly raises attack for 1 turn, does mega colossal damage to the enemy, and massively lowers enemy defense. Their passive skill, Legends of Planet Kanats, gives them 130% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then they give Warriors of Legend category allies 2-key and 20% attack and defense. And they also give Sibling Bond category allies 2-key and 20% attack and defense. Everyone should know how that works. That does stack. So to themselves, they're giving 4-key, 40% attack and defense. And to other Tapion units, they're giving 4-key and 40% attack and defense. But that is valuable, even for like Tech Ultimate Gohan, you know, Kid Buu. Like, that team is going to be very cohesive with 2 of these guys running around. Again, you could run Kid Buu, you could run Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyan Man. Like, that, dude, Sibling Bond has got a lot of supports on it. Warriors of Legend has a lot of, like, strong, like, units on it as well. I'm just thinking about running this team, and it's going to feel so good. Like, you have Evolution Blue Vegeta on there who's going to be able to dominate, right? Like, you know, even though he's not going to have a perfect linking partner, like, again, I'm telling you, they easy that AGL Blue Vegeta, and it's game over. Vegeta, finally, people, like, he easy A's, and people understand why I'm so crazy about that Vegeta. But, you know, he's going to be able to dominate on this team, because, you know, this LR is going to work really well with him. Just giving him that support, Vegeta is going to be untouchable, he's going to be destroying, he's going to be critting all over. I'm liking this so far. They then have a medium chance of launching an additional super attack when performing an 18-key super attack. Medium chance, of course, being 30%. And then they reduce damage received by 13% with each super attack performed within the same turn. Again, for like Super Battle Road Sages, Infinite Dragon Ball History, they're untouchable. They're going to be untouchable. If you have them with like 2 dupes and then they double super, they're untouchable. Like, they're not taking damage. Especially if you have like Cold Judgment or Brainiacs or Hero, any of those type of links active, they're going to be dominant, honestly. They have an active skill, Heroic Duo, which removes all allies' status effects and gives all allies 3-key and 20% attack and defense for 2 turns. This can be activated if there's another Warriors of Legend and Sibling Bond category ally on the team. I believe, I'm going to do some tests on this. I believe the way this works is that, again, you do have to have actually another Tapion on the team, or Minotia, if you're going to use the SR Minotia. But it's got to be another one of these 2, a character that is on both of those categories, in order to actually be able to activate that active skill. That does hold it back a little bit. I mean, then you could do it from starting from turn 4, right? The condition, it would be really bad, but AGL Tapion exists. And with this LR, like, if you're going to run this LR, you want to run that AGL Tapion anyway. So it's like when you're using this unit, you're going to be able to get their active skill. You can run their team and just them, and then the friend, you know, lead for the team is going to be able to activate the condition for their active skill as well. It'll be like running Piccolo as the lead of the team. As long as you can find this character on the friends list, they're going to be super good, basically. Links are Hero, Experienced Fighters, Brainiacs, Cold Judgment, Solid Support, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Can be a bit wonky. Again, characters like Tech Ultimate Gohan, Nail, Pikkon are going to work well with a lot of these links. I am a little bit disappointed. Hero at link level 10 is 25% defense. That really should give key as well. Just looking at that, that should give key. Actually, now that I think, they don't have a key link, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, they don't. They don't get any key from links whatsoever. that's another reason why they really need support to help them 18 key super attack, yeah. Okay. 12 key multiplier, 150%. 24 key is 200%. And then finally, they're on these 4 category teams over here. They are on the Warriors of Legends category, which, again, is not really that great, honestly. But with certain key EZAs, such as the Super Saiyan Bardox, Demon King Piccolo gets a Dokkan Fest, Full Power Bojack gets its own unit, maybe a new Dokkan Fest for Dragon Ball Z Bardock, maybe some of those Bardock squad characters, EZA, Demon King Piccolo gets his Dokkan Fest. You know, we definitely can have a stronger category team here. Well, at least a good complement to other teams, right? LR Kid Buu would help for sure. Yeah, I love that Tapion and Minotia will work okay with LR Kid Buu. That's going to be great. Then, of course, they're also over here on Movie Heroes. Movie Heroes just relentlessly getting buffed every 5 seconds because the theme is movies, obviously. They're also over here on Sibling Bond. They're a great option for Sibling Bond, man. This is pretty good. Sibling Bond is getting some really powerful units. This is definitely going to be very helpful for that team. And then finally, they're on Join Forces. They'll be solid for Join Forces. Again, we just need as many possible characters to come out on this team as possible. I'm pretty soon going to do like a showcase for them. I might do a couple different team builds for Join Forces, trying to utilize a lot of these different units. There's so many different characters now on Join Forces. Like, you know, the more options, the better, the more consistent we'll be able to be with that team. But all things considered, I would say I was fairly impressed with LR Tapion. I think their team is really good. Active skill, really good. Defensively, they're strong. For free-to-play players, maybe they're not going to be the best because, again, like you're going to have to be running AGL Tapion. You know, you really are going to want that AGL Tapion rainbowed and stuff like that. But I like them. I actually do really like this LR. I'm very intrigued to see how good they're going to look once I rainbow them, get them level 10 links, you know, take them into, like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to take them into the God event against Belmoth or Vermod or Belmoth, however you say. I'll never say his name correctly. I'm sorry. But I think type disadvantage, they should be able to hold their own against him. I think so. If he super attacks, they're going to take 300k plus, but they should be taking double digit from his normals. And then with their active skill, they could take away what makes him most dangerous, and that's his sealing and his locking and all that. Like, they can remove all that. So I think that could be very helpful. They'll be good in that stage, even with type disadvantage. So we're going to test that out. Let me know what you guys think of them without dupes. I honestly was fairly impressed. I feel much better about them at the conclusion of this video than I did at the start of the video. I thought they looked very, very good.